If you've ever played in a private code in Gorilla Tag by yourself, you've probably heard or saw something that wasn't actually there. Whether you're practicing a new route and hear somebody join the code, but then go to look and there's no one on the leaderboard, or you're simply just walking around and messing around checking out the game and you hear footsteps behind you. Yet again, you look behind you and there's nothing there. Gorilla Tag has a weird way of being scary at times. But what causes the game to be scary when you're by yourself? Is it the lack of people, the myths of Gorilla Tag ghosts, player tracking? What truly causes the game to be scary? Well, before we dive too far into that, let me hop into a private code myself just so I could get an experience of what it's like, so I could tell you what I'm thinking and what is causing me to be scared in that code. All right, so obviously I went down to caves because I feel like this is the best place, like ambience wise, that will really freak you out. I was talking about this earlier, but my mic wasn't working, so I was down here for like a minute. I'm already kind of freaked out, but now I'm less freaked out because I'm talking to you guys. But I didn't realize my mic wasn't even on. Whatever. As soon as I joined the game, there was already crickets and like fire, and I feel like a real tech has to play into the horror aspect because it wasn't even night out. Oh my goodness, I forgot I had this menu and it scared me. Yo, this popped up right in front of my vision and this freaked me out. Anyways, it's stuck in my hand. I guess I'm just stuck with this on my hand now. Fantastic. It just won't go away. I hate how it breaks. But off topic. Anyways, so I joined in and there was like a cricket sound effect, even though it wasn't night, and there was fire crackles like from a campfire. So I feel like real tech has to play into that, but I'm just gonna go first person and just see when I get freaked out. So I'm not gonna try to talk much because obviously that'll kind of loosen you up. Like I won't be as scared because I'm hearing stuff. This is already freaky. I thought I just heard something. Okay, yeah, I'm freaking myself out. I was already down here for a little bit, so I'm not just getting scared that quick. I was already getting scared and I was talking to you guys, and then I realized that my mic wasn't recording. I swear I just saw something. That light, is that just on my camera or is that thing flickering? Nah, I'm actually getting freaked out. I did not expect to get this freaked out. Dude, I tapped and okay, yeah, no. All right, I'm tapping out. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. All right, now I'm like officially freaked out. I'm putting on fly. So my recording literally just randomly stopped, and I guess I didn't get to say this on camera, but this shouldn't even like work. This mod menu shouldn't work because I'm not on a modded casual. I don't even have those for this update yet. So this menu should not be working, and that was freaking me out, and I just hit something. Okay, that being said, I'm gonna restart my game because I'm getting freaked out and I don't want to have this menu on my hand. Okay, so I'm back in the game. I'm not in a lobby just yet, but let's talk about why Gorilla Tag is so freaky. I'm gonna go over to the campfire because I feel like that's a fitting place, and let's just talk about it. Okay, so I feel like the first and most obvious reason is Gorilla Tag ghosts, right? They're a big reason on why this game is popular, and obviously they're gonna be freaking people out. You know, just the existence of Gorilla Tag ghosts, they normally only come when you're alone. They have a high chance of like banning you or reading out your IP address, and it's just freaky thinking that a ghost is in the lobby with you. But a lot of people might not even believe in Gorilla Tag ghosts, and they still probably get freaked out in lobbies, and that could still be due to Gorilla Tag ghosts. You know, like, you know, maybe it's just because you know it exists in the back of your mind. You're thinking like, all right, it's obviously a low possibility because you don't believe in them, but what if they are here? And then obviously people who do believe in ghosts or have had like experiences are also going to be freaked out in private lobbies. And before I continue, make sure to comment down below what you guys think the scariest part of Gorilla Tag is. Like Gorilla Tag ghosts, private, like just explain to me what you guys think makes the game scary, or like what the scariest part of the game is. Now, personally, I think the scariest part of Gorilla Tag has to be the mines, because I feel like it's just where you hear about the most ghost encounters kind of going on, and just kind of the vibe of mines is creepy. I don't know what makes it so kind of eerie down there. I maybe it has to do with the darkness, or just like that in real life caves and mines are dangerous, so like being in them just isn't good normally. So maybe it has something to do with that, like maybe it's some sort of primal instinct of ours. But personally, I think caves and mines, well, mostly mines, has to be the scariest part. I mean, like PBBV's grave and just all of that is honestly what I think makes caves, or well, mines, so scary, and is a big part of what makes Gorilla Tag scary. Like I feel like without mines, Gorilla Tag wouldn't be as scary. I do think Gorilla Tag ghosts are a big part of what causes this game to be scary, right? But maybe for not all people, that's what scares them. You know, maybe there's still those people, there's like literally no, they're like, there's literally no chance there's a Gorilla Tag ghost in here. And if not, another big contributor to it could be player tracking. Obviously, player tracking is something that is very real and is a very real scary thing. Like YouTubers especially, there's always a chance you could be player tracked. And Lemming always says it's fixed, and maybe it is fixed, but the fact that at some point that used to be real, Doug is over there and he just freaked me out. I was like staring. I mean, you probably couldn't see because I'm a gorilla, but that was freaking me out. Anyways, that's a real possibility that there is a player tracking you, and that might even be scary for some people than a ghost, because a ghost, you know, maybe will just like say freaky things, but I mean, realistically, the worst they'll maybe do is ban you. But like, if there's a person player tracking you, they have your ID, you know, you don't know what they could do. Maybe they could log into your account, maybe they have like special info about you. I mean, not always, but you are now being attacked personally by a person who is obviously malicious, is trying to go after you, which might be another big reason why people are scared, because you never know. Player trackers are a real thing. Maybe some dude's player tracking you, they just chose specifically you to mess with. Wait, was that not Doug? Okay, now I'm getting freaked out while I'm talking about this dude. I swear I saw Doug over there. Now he's here. And I thought that was a purple monkey. Okay, I'm freaking myself out. But you know, player tracking is obviously another big thing that could be causing this. But what I think a big thing about Gorilla Tag is the sheer silence in the game. While you're playing the game, you're only really hearing two things. If you're in a private code, you're hearing ambiance. So for example, for me, I'm hearing this fire crack. I'm hearing crickets because I'm out here. And that's the ambiance. And then two, I'm hearing, you know, my little footsteps. And on all maps, maybe it's a little harder to hear. Like if I'm pressing in the snow, it's a little harder to hear, and it's actually a little freakier in my opinion than the hard footsteps, like when you're stepping on mines or something like that, or in mines I should say. But you know, there's a lack of stuff going on. So maybe another big part of this is that ultimately your brain wants to be like occupied, kind of like it doesn't want to be bored. And if you're sitting and all it's hearing is those two things, maybe eventually it's getting bored and is making you start to hear things or see things or something to maybe make you a little more distracted and a little less bored, I guess, you know, because obviously if you're freaked out, you're now fully immersed in the game and what you're doing. Like if you think you see something in the corner of your eyes, you're obviously going to be more immersed within the game. I think that's definitely a big reason on why this happens. I think just the combination of all those things is what makes Gorilla Tag just insanely like scary at times, because you never know what you're going to experience. Like all of those things I guess could be real possibilities. Like you're technically not like, and somebody could just randomly guess your code too. Like you're on a public game, so there is always a chance somebody could just join and be like watching you, which I guess is the freakiest part. Like in this private code right now, somebody could have typed in, I mean it's rare, could have typed in the exact same random letters I put, and now they're in my code. They could just be messing with me. They could be behind a tree or something, and that, I guess, just the feeling of being watched this game has is insane. And I think all those things combined just make Gorilla Tag the perfectly like horror-esque game that has come to be. You know, obviously horror is like a gigantic part of Gorilla Tag. Like the most popular Gorilla Tag videos are all about Gorilla Tag ghosts or anything, and it's because it has such a horrifying combination of stuff. You know, in this game you're used to talking to people all the time, you know, you're used to hearing stuff, being distracted, tagging people, you know, conversating, and when you're in a private lobby, like, you know, maybe practicing or whatever, you're gonna get freaked out because you're not experiencing it, that, you know, like your mind's being messed because it's not used to playing this game by itself. It's gonna start imagining things, especially with all the rumors in the game. You know, maybe you're gonna see Daisy 09, or maybe you're gonna see like PBBV, you know, or maybe somebody's player tracking you. Like all that stuff combined just perfectly mixes to make this game genuinely horrifying. But ultimately I think that's for the better of the game. Like I personally loved the horror-ish aspect of the game. That was a big thing that honestly just brought me to the game in general. The main reason I started playing was because of Gorilla Tag Ghost. If you go back, my first ever Gorilla Tag video was on Gorilla Tag Ghost. I think it was like a Daisy 09 or PBBV sighting. So this is a big reason why I play the game and make videos, is because of Gorilla Tag Ghost. Anyways, let me know your guys' opinions on this in the comment section down below. But I just wanted to make this video because it was something I thought of. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Go watch these two videos on screen. Doug is teleporting all over the place and freaking me out. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.